BOHECO opens India's largest cannabis-leaf-based wellness clinic and store in Bengaluru, bridging ancient Ayurveda with modern science. Bengaluru, 11th November 2025, India's pioneering cannabis wellness enterprise, Bombay Hemp Company, BOHECO, today announced the launch of its largest flagship holistic health and wellness clinic and store in Bengaluru in partnership with Soulgoal Artisan, a space that redefines how India experiences health, healing, and holistic well-being through cannabis-leaf-based Ayurveda. The launch comes at a time when India's wellness market is witnessing a shift towards evidence-based, plant-derived therapies, and public awareness around the clinical potential of cannabis is growing rapidly. With more than a decade of R&D and advocacy, BOHECO is at the forefront of this transformation, turning India's ancient relationship with the cannabis plant into a modern movement for natural, science-backed healing. Located at Brigade Road, the Bengaluru flagship serves as a hub for education, consultation, therapies, and discovery, combining doctor-led clinics, research-backed formulations, and immersive brand experiences under one roof. Our Bengaluru store represents the next chapter in India's cannabis revolution, one grounded in science, sustainability, and education. It's not just a store, it's an ecosystem built to help people rediscover the ancient, evidence-backed benefits of cannabis responsibly and credibly, said Yash Kotak, co-founder and CMO, BOHECO. Mainstreaming medicinal cannabis in India. BOHECO's formulations, spanning pain management, sleep, stress, and skincare, are developed through its in-house R&D and manufacturing facility, and prescribed via BOHECO's growing network of doctors and virtual clinics across India. The company also collaborates with CSIRNBRI, National Institute of Ayurveda, and the Tata Memorial Centre on Research and Clinical Trials studying cannabis applications in pain, sleep, and cancer management, further legitimizing its role in shaping India's medical cannabis landscape. At BOHECO, our mission to educate, cultivate, and elevate is about redefining wellness, agriculture, and sustainability through hemp and cannabis. The Bengaluru store is a step towards creating an India where cannabis-based wellness is accessible, guided, and trusted, said Chirag Tekchandani, co-founder and CEO, BOHECO. A new chapter for India's wellness industry. With a growing global acceptance of medicinal cannabis and a domestic wellness industry projected to cross $20 billion by 2026, BOHECO's expansion signals a cultural shift from curiosity to credibility. The Bengaluru flagship space offers interactive experiences, integrative therapies, guided consultations, and curated product zones, allowing visitors to understand how nature and science can coexist in modern healthcare. As the conversation around alternative medicine evolves, BOHECO continues to serve as India's bridge between ancient wisdom and modern science. Response.
Means a lot to us as we start an important chapter for BOHECO. It's an honor to welcome you all to India's largest medical cannabis store, a space built on a belief that science-backed and transparent wellness should be accessible to everyone.
The Sanskrit word of what we're doing here is known as Vijaya. So Vijaya is one of 5 sacred herbs mentioned in the Ayurveda. In our Ayurveda, and you will see at the store we have all of these shlokas mentioned so that people who think about wellness from a pain and a mental health standpoint can actually come and experience what we have to offer for pain and sleep and mental health ailments. It's known as Vijaya, and it's 10 years of getting Vijaya more familiar with India.
What is the role of hemp seeds in your products?
So hemp
market with the product. See, there are basically 2 elements in cannabis, that is THC and CBD. So we cut out THC, and CBD is used for the wellness of the patient or customer or any sort of disorders they are facing, like stress, anxiety, or sleep deprived they are. For this, cannabis has been introduced in the form of drops that can be had after dinner to have a good night's sleep. So there are a hell lot of ranges that have come which are helpful in day-to-day life. So all these products can be taken over the counter, and there are certain products that can be taken only with prescription for which doctors have been appointed in-house.
Solutions are backed by clinical studies. They are backed by scientific validation. In fact, our products are formulated by medical doctors, and we ensure that a lot of awareness and education that we do is led by doctors, right? So we have over 600 doctors in the country that regularly prescribe our medicine, who have been convinced because of the kind of clinical and safety and efficacy data that we have. Apart from that, we use a lot of digital mediums, offline mediums, to make people aware about cannabis, because cannabis as a subject is so misunderstood that we have to first prove its safety, efficacy, tolerability, toxicity through a lot of scientific validation that we do, and that builds the trust and credibility, and therefore acceptance within the patient communities is growing. Like Chirag earlier mentioned, we've been doing this since more than a decade, and I think now people are really waking up to its infinite potential. Globally, it's become $1 billion industry as well. Whereas this plant originated in Central Asia, it originated in the Himalayas, it originated in our country, and now and also recognized so widely in Ayurveda as an elixir, right? It is an elixir for pain management and other lifestyle disorders. So I think when you just package the whole thing in a scientific and a trusted way, I think patients start believing in it. And also one final thing is being in the heart of Brigade Road, in the heart of Bangalore at Brigade Road, which is such a mainstream market. When people see a store right like this with a GST number outside, with a doctor sitting inside, automatically the awareness grows. So these are some of the efforts that we have deployed towards awareness and education.
And one point, one, we have 34 grams of protein in every 100 grams. So it is a vegan source of protein for a lot of Indians, as well as we have omega 3, 6 and 9. So the essential fatty acids that are very useful for our body and for our health are present in this particular.
What is difference between hemp seed and pumpkin seeds? Because pumpkin seeds stands first, followed by this one.
So, so it's very important to know that different seeds have a different nutritional profile. Now, what makes hemp stand out compared to pumpkin seeds? Pumpkin seeds is not a rich source of protein. It is a very rich source of omega 3 and 6, right? In hemp seeds, apart from it's a superfood. Hemp seeds are categorized as a superfood along with omega 3 and 6. It has a very rich source of protein. It has a very rich source of vitamin, magnesium, iron, zinc. So it's an all-rounder. And also hemp is the only source of protein that has edestine protein. Edestine protein is a protein which is far more bioavailable and very easy for your body to digest compared to most other proteins. And its omega concentration, hemp seed oil and fish liver oil are the only two oils that have that has omega in a golden ratio of 3:1, which is the ratio that your body requires for it to perform its action. So that's how it's different than pumpkin
What
seeds.
about the people who have gastric trouble?
Exactly. So that is when I said edestine protein in hemp. It is a very lightweight protein, right? So it is very light on the gut. It is very easy for your body to digest. Now, for example, other sources of protein, whether it is plant-based or animal-based, whether it's whey protein or soy protein, it is very tough for your body to digest and it causes bloating and gastro issues. Versus hemp, because of its edestine profile, is a very lightweight protein.
Any age limit is there to consume this?
Not at all. In fact, this has the hemp seed range is consumed by from a 10-year-old to a 90-year-old, and we have a lot of patients within that age profile who accept it.
Sir, any expansion plans?
Yes, so idea is for us to be able to capitalize on our existing presence with the 5 stores. We are now, this is also the onset of a franchise model for us, like you heard from Mr. Patil. We have received franchise interest from across the country to be able to open such clinics and spread the awareness. Over the next few years, we aim to open around another 10 of these across the country.
Thank you, sir.